If you're thinking about downsizing, you're not alone. According to a CBS News report, about 4.1 million Americans will turn the age of 65 between this year and 2027. That's more than 11,200 people per day. Maybe all of your children are grown and are out of the house and you just feel like there's just too much space. Or maybe you're getting ready to retire and just want freedom from so much maintenance. Or maybe it's getting physically harder and harder every day for you to go up and down the number of stairs that you have. Whatever your specific reason for considering downsizing, it is definitely a hot topic in real estate. But downsizing isn't the right move for everyone. So today we're going to discuss some of the pros and cons of downsizing, and you can decide if it's the right move for you. First, let's talk about what we mean when we say downsizing. It's not necessarily about moving to a smaller house, although that is usually the case. It's really about simplifying your lifestyle. Whatever the reason, downsizing means finding a home that better suits your current needs. But is downsizing the right choice for you now? Welcome back to At Home with Jody. I'm Jody Whitehurst, a licensed real estate broker in Apex, North Carolina, helping downsizers, empty nesters, and more with their home selling and buying needs in the entire Greater Raleigh area. If there's anything I can do to help you with your downsizing journey, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll put my contact information at the end of this video and in the description below. And if this video is helpful to you, please don't forget to hit the like button and hit the bell and the subscribe button to be notified when I put out future videos just like this. Oh, and one more favor. Please share this video with anyone who you know who might be considering a downsizing journey in the Greater Raleigh area. Now let's get on with the pros and cons. I'm going to start with the positives because who doesn't like good things? First off, your wallet will thank you. If you can pay off the mortgage of your new home in its entirety or mostly with the proceeds of the sale of your current house, you may end up with a very small or no mortgage. Plus it means lower property taxes, lower utility bills, heating and cooling a 1,500 square foot house versus heating and cooling a 3,500 square foot house. Big difference.
Big, huge.
Plus, smaller square footage usually equals lower overall maintenance cost. That's more money for travel, hobbies, or spoiling the grandkids. No more spending your weekends mowing an acre of grass or cleaning rooms that you don't use. Downsizing means spending less time on chores and more time enjoying life and friends and family. You can sit and read a book without feeling guilty. When you have less space, you naturally have less stuff. Downsizing kind of forces your hand to get rid of what you don't really need. It's a chance to declutter and start fresh and focus on what truly matters. And many people find purging all of the stuff that they've accumulated therapeutic and freeing. For many, downsizing means moving to a home that's physically easier to navigate as we age. Think single story layouts or 1.5 stories with day-to-day living on the main floor. Think fewer stairs and modern features like zero entry showers. We'll discuss 55 and up communities in a separate video. They're not for everyone. But if you would like my list of all of the 55 and up communities in the Greater Raleigh area, I'll put a link in the description below. Now keep in mind that a smaller home doesn't necessarily have to mean a single family home. For you, the right move may be a townhome or a condo, or heck, you may choose to rent rather than buy another home. No matter what the right next living situation is for you, a smaller space can give you the freedom to focus on what matters to you the most. So that all sounds great, right? But before you put that for sale sign in your yard and go ahead and call the movers, let's talk about the cons of downsizing. Here are some potential challenges that you might want to consider. Letting go of a longtime family home can be tough. It's not just a house, it's memories, and saying goodbye to a home with years full of memories can be very emotional. Your home isn't just a place where you've slept and hung your coat up for years. It's where you've raised your kids, hosted holidays, or planted your garden. Plus, you might have done upgrades to your home over the years and finally feel like you just finally got it right, or at least perfect for you. And no other home could possibly compare to all of the love and money and sweat equity that you've put into your current home, making it perfect for you. And truth be told, sometimes older homes can have much better construction than newer homes. And even though a new home is bright and shiny, it might not feel as well built as your current home. And your options may feel a little disappointing if budget is a consideration. Fitting everything that you own into a smaller home can feel impossible. It might mean parting with furniture or keepsakes or that exercise equipment that you swear you'd use but are now using as a coat hanger. I know. Smaller homes often mean less storage. You might have to make tough decisions about what to keep, what to sell, what to donate. If you don't even know where you would begin getting rid of years worth of belongings, watch my video here on decluttering. And going from a spacious home to a smaller home can take some adjusting to. A smaller space means adapting to cozier quarters or potentially losing your exercise room or your craft room. Reducing your living space can take some getting used to. Selling your home and moving isn't cheap. There are realtor fees, moving expenses, closing costs, and sometimes renovations or new decor to make your new place feel like home. Sure, you might save money in the long run, but moving costs, renovations, or upgrades to your new home can add up quickly. And don't forget about the cost of storage if you're not ready to let everything go. And as I touched on earlier, moving from a larger home to a smaller home doesn't always guarantee that you'll be able to pay off your new home in full. Maybe you have a mortgage on your current home and will have to take on a mortgage on a new home. In the Raleigh area where I'm located, ranch homes in 55 and up communities are in high demand and can be more expensive than much larger single-family homes. This is mostly due to the amenities that are offered in those communities, but even when not looking at active lifestyle communities, if you haven't updated your split-level home since 1967 and you want to get into a new construction ranch home, you might not break even after selling one and buying the other. You might have to take out of savings or take on a mortgage that you might not have had in years. With interest rates being as high as they are now, that can be a significant amount. Is that something that you are willing to do? Downsizing can mean less room for visitors. If you downsize to a 2-bedroom condo where one is your bedroom and the other is an office, where would your guests sleep? Where can you fit 15 family members for a holiday dinner in a 1,200 square foot house? If you plan to host family gatherings or expect the grandkids to stay over, you'll probably need to plan ahead or start going to their house. Honestly, I kind of see not being able to host holiday dinners as kind of a plus. Just saying. Although ranch homes are valued at a higher price per square foot than 2 or more floor homes, not all smaller homes appreciate and value the same way larger homes do, especially if you're moving to a more rural or more affordable market. The key is weighing these cons against the benefits. For some, the trade-offs are worth it. For others, it's a deal breaker. If you're comfortable in the home that you're in, if you can physically manage the home that you're in, or can afford to pay someone to help you maintain it, don't feel like you have to move to a smaller house. It may not be the right decision for you. If you are leaning towards downsizing, here are some tips to make the process smoother. Don't wait until the last minute to declutter. Start now and start with your most cluttered room first. Purge what you don't want or need anymore. Decide what's truly important to you. Ask yourself, do I love it? Do I use it? Does it bring me joy? If the answer is no to most of these or all of these, maybe it's time to let it go. And trust me, you will feel such a sense of accomplishment when you declutter that most cluttered room. It'll just give you the motivation to continue on and declutter your entire house. Work with experienced professionals like a real estate agent who understands downsizing or an organizer who can help you declutter. If you're looking to downsize in the Greater Raleigh area, I would be honored to help you with your journey. Remember, although it might seem daunting and really stressful right now, the end goal of downsizing isn't just about what you're leaving behind. It's about creating a new chapter with less stress and more freedom. So how do you know if downsizing is the right move for you? Here are questions to ask yourself. Are you looking to save money, simplify your life, be closer to family? Get really clear on your goals. Can you no longer deal with stairs? Take stock of your space in your current home. Do you use all of those extra rooms? Or would a smaller, more functional layout make more sense? Downsizing is a big decision. It requires a willingness to adapt and embrace a new way of living. So there are some of the pros and cons of downsizing. Did I cover everything, or are there some pros and cons that I'm not thinking of? If there are, please put them in the comments below. Whether it's right for you depends on your goals, your lifestyle, and what's most important to you. If you're considering finding the perfect smaller home or preparing your current home for sale in the Greater Raleigh area, I'd love to help. Reach out to me and let's talk about how we can make your downsizing journey a success.